Namaskar to all of you. Hari Om. I'll tell you some incident that happened during the days with my master Aramudan. Aramudan had a friend in Hyderabad. He used to come once in a year or once in 2 years. There was no regularity, but he used to come. Meet him, be with him for 1 or 2 days, and he will come back to Chennai, Madras. So once in the morning, it seems, when he was washing his teeth, his friend was a Muslim friend by name Aziz. So when Aziz was washing his teeth, he happened to remove some stone from the mouth and he kept it on the wash basin. And then he was washing his mouth and washing that stone, and he was about to put it back into the mouth. Aramudan was curious to know what it is, so he went there and he took his permission to see the stone. He saw the stone. It was a shalagram. It was a Lakshmi Narayana shalagram. Then he told his friend, no, this is something like, you people say Allah like that, we have Narayan, that is Swayam Narayan. And you are not supposed to keep it in the mouth. You put tobacco, you put so many things in the mouth. And he was scared and he said, you please take it, I will put some other stone. Because I have got used to the habit of putting some stone in the mouth. So I have been using this stone for some time. I found it somewhere, so I was just using it. So I will put some other stone. I don't want to do anything. When it is so sacred, already I have committed a mistake, and he gave it back to him. Aramudan brought it back and he did Rudram, Purusha Suktam, Sri Suktam, Narayana Suktam, Vishnu Suktam, lot of flowers every day, giving a lot of food to the Lord and feeding others, and all this he was doing. After a couple of days, it seems Narayan appeared in his dream. And he said, see, I was very happy in his mouth. You are unnecessarily putting some rotten things on my head. Please give it back to him. I don't want to be with you. Aramudan got scared. It was an early morning dream. Normally, early morning dream is considered to be very true. That's the belief he had and even I have. So he went back to Hyderabad and he gave it to the friend and he said, Lord has said your mouth is the most sacred place for him to stay and not my place, and so you take it back. He gave it back to him and came back. So Aramudan used to quote this example to me very often, and he used to say that don't say anything. If somebody is doing some practice, don't say that it is wrong or right. Lord, we don't know what he likes. So what he likes, what he adores, nobody knows, and so do not do that, he said, and that was a good lesson for me also. From that day, I was also conditioning myself not to say anything, even if something is wrong or something is there. We don't know. We have not come here to correct people, but we have come here to love the Lord and adore Him and dance with Him. That's all. I will tell you another incident that happened with Aramudan. Aramudan and myself, we both went to Kerala. We had gone to a temple, we call it Pambumekau. In the temple, you have to take bath. Outside the temple there is a well, you are supposed to take bath, and then with the dripping water only you can go inside the temple. People who do not take bath and go with dripping dress, they are not allowed to go inside the temple. They can worship from outside. So we had gone there, we worshipped the Lord and the goddess, and we were very happy. And then we came out and we started walking down some distance so that we can take a bus. So we crossed the road and we were about to come to the main road. Suddenly Aramudan was missing. Master was missing. He was coming with me, but suddenly he disappeared. And then I did not know what to do. I was quite young then. I neither had any money with me. He was spending and he was taking me. I didn't have even a single pie with me in the pocket. Now the more I didn't know what to do because suddenly he's missing. What to do, I do not know. Then nearby there was a house. I went to that house and said that I am coming from this place. I came with my master. My master is missing. I do not know what to do. Can I stay in your house for some time? I will stay and I will keep looking for my master. Because it was already late evening. So I thought I can stay there that evening, that night, and then in the morning I can go in search of the master. Those people said, we do not know and so we cannot accommodate you. We don't accommodate strangers, they said. And so I did not know what to do and I started roaming on the streets. I did not know where my master is and that night I was just searching and then I was tired and I just slept below a tree. Then after that next day morning, it was quite early, I woke up and then once again I started searching for my master and suddenly I thought of going back to the temple, so I went back to the temple. And when I went back to the temple, there was only a few devotees had come and some of them were worshipping from outside. A couple of devotees were going inside the temple. So I didn't know what to do. So I thought, let me take bath in the well and then go inside the temple and worship goddess and ask her for a way out for this. I didn't know anything. I was hardly about 14, 15 years at that time. So what to do, I didn't know. So I went, I just took bath. Then there was one woman who was taking bath at that time, and she said, after taking bath, you just come up. So I went behind her. She called me, so I went behind her. So then she said, come with me. So I went with her. And it was quite long distance we walked, maybe about 8 to 10 kilometers or so. She took me, I was just going behind her. There was no reason. Somehow I felt like going behind her. I went behind her and there was a tree and she said, your master is there. But I couldn't see anything. There was nothing there and I said, I am not able to see anything. She said, your master is sitting and meditating there, she said. I said, I am not able to see him. So, how will I, and I cannot see him, how will I say that, no, yes, he is there? Okay, it's not possible. Okay, you stay here, your master is only here, then after some time probably he will reveal himself to you, like that she said. I stayed there, maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, nothing was happening. Then one day, the fourth day, I think, fourth day or fifth day, I don't remember exactly now. It was well past midnight. Then I saw a very beautiful light. Very beautiful light emanating from the tree. It was very beautiful. Even today, no, I have not seen anything like that, in that way. So, very beautiful light was emanating, and then I was totally, I was into that. And I was seeing in that light, so beautiful it was. The light stopped just abruptly, and then there was a pat on my left shoulder. There was a pat. I turned back. Aramdan was standing. He said, you just left me and went away. You just left me and went away. Where did you go? I said, I cannot tell him. I told, no, master, not like that. I was there walking with you. Suddenly, I didn't find you. That's how I put it across. I remember very well. You did not find me means what? He said, no, I was just looking around you. Stupid fellow. You just left me and went off. For the past so many days I have been searching for you. Come on, come with me. It will be all right. This is a very mysterious story, and this happened also. I will tell you one more incident that happened with Ramadan. Ramadan and myself, we were going once from Trivandrum to Nagarkoil. We had completed darshan of Lord Padmanabha Swami, and he wanted to go to Nagarkoil to have a darshan of Naganatha, so we went. Both we were going by a bus. Those days, buses used to take a very long time. I don't remember, maybe 3-4 hours. These days, it's it's a very big road and all that. Those days, it was a very small road. It's a single road, and we were going by bus. And suddenly he was missing. I did not know what to do. Then he was missing. There is no point in going ahead in the bus, so I got down. The bus stopped in the nearest town, and I just got down. And I started looking for him. I didn't know what to do because the bus was stopping at many stops. I don't know whether I should go back and search for him or what should I do. I didn't know that. Okay, then suddenly some people were going and all. I just asked them, have you seen any gentleman like this? I gave a description of him. And they said, we saw one gentleman. One group of people said, we saw one gentleman. He was going on that road. You just go on that road. They said. Then I went in that road. I walked the behind forest area started. Maybe about, I don't walk for more than 10-20 kilometers. I don't know now. And there was a very dense forest area. I gathered courage. I just went into the forest and I went. Then there was one sannyasi sitting there and he was doing some puja. So I asked the sannyasi, my master is, he came with me suddenly, he is not to be found. I was very careful in burning because we don't know. So I was very careful and tell him that he left me and went. Instead, I told him that no, I don't know where he has gone. Like that. And Sannyasi said, "You sit with me." And okay, I sat with him, and then he said, "You chant Om Namo Narayanaya." So I chanted. I was chanting there, and the sannyasi was doing some homam he was doing. He asked me to chant. I was chanting. Maybe about 5-6 hours I had chanted. And after some time, when I opened my eyes, the sannyasi was not to be found. He was not there. And I did not know what to do. Then the only way, there is no point now in going back. I said, this is probably an experience for me, I don't know. And I went further inside the forest. There was a beautiful pond, and in that pond, two young boys were just playing, and very young boys, maybe about 6-7 years, not more than that, I remember. They were just playing, they were throwing splashing water at each other, and they were playing, and they called me, because I was also young, they called me, they said, you also take bath. Okay, I just removed my clothes, and I had one towel, so I had the towel, and I started now playing with them also, etc. This was going on, and then after some time the boys came to the shore and they had their clothes there. They took their clothes. All my clothes were missing. Only I had the towel on me, and there is nothing else available there. I used to carry one bag. That bag was not there. Nothing was there. And I was just having one small, that's all, nothing else was there. And then suddenly there was a lot of rains started, and my clothes and myself, I got totally wet, because it was not a totally very dense forest, that area. That area was a little bit mild, and it was open also, and we could see a hill also. And I started walking towards the hill. I thought maybe that there may be some cave or something like that in which I can go and shelter for the night, and then probably morning let me think what to do. So it was almost there, and I went there, and I was searching for a cave, and there was a cave. I could find out a cave, and so I went there, and I sat there, and what else to do? I had nothing else to do, so I sat, and I started doing japam of Narayana. So I thought, suddenly it came to my mind, let us pray to Vasudeva. I was doing Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I was doing that, and after some time, I was very, totally immersed in that meditation, and somebody slapped me on the face, and I just opened my eyes. Aramadhan was standing. He was there. He said, what are you doing here? I have been searching for you everywhere. You just got down from the bus. You just went away. Why are you behaving like this? I said, no, Master, when I was traveling with you in the bus, I just saw you were not there, and I was not there. No, you were not there. He said, I have brought some clothes for you. Then he gave me some dress to wear. And that day, once again, we came back. We had to walk back all the way around 20-25 kilometers. And we took a bus and went to Nagarpur. Thank you very much. God bless you all with more experiences later. Thank you.